Tennessee, Jason Swain.
Here's Josh and Swain.
Good Monday afternoon. Welcome in to Josh and Swain. Swain, get that optimistic orange dog primed and ready.
It just bit me.
Welcome in. We are excited to be with you on this beautiful Monday afternoon for the next 3 hours. 865-656-9900 if you would like to join us over the next 3 hours. You can call, you can text in to be a part of the show. VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward. Swain, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Joshua. It was good to see you at the bologna eating showdown this Saturday, you and your family.
Joey Chestnut is a madman. 15 pounds of bologna.
It's insane.
15 pounds of bologna.
No one came close.
And the competitors out there, they were great.
They were not
in their own personal efforts.
They were not Joey Chestnut. Last year, Joey Chestnut started off behind.
Mm-hmm.
This year, he was out there like the Indiana Pacers were yesterday. I mean, just started off from the first minute and never looked back.
That was a great show. Joey came on the show on Friday, and he told us, hey, weather's going to be great. He had learned some things from last year's Bologna Showdown, the first in Knoxville.
Oh, you definitely learned something.
And
it worked.
He put in the work on Saturday. So that was a great event put on by Dead End Barbecue and Elm Hill Bologna. Had a blast. Kids loved it.
Man,
took a little bologna home.
Yeah, man. All the stars were out.
Some bologna in the lunches today.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Chris Lowe was out. Rick Barnes came out.
Yep.
All the stars were out there on Saturday. The guy that was with Rick Barnes, I was like, who is that? Man, is that like a friend or something hanging out with Rick? Or it can't be Rick's bodyguard because he doesn't look like a bodyguard. But come to find out, new Tennessee assistant.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Added to the staff this weekend.
Yeah, that was announced on Saturday. So, I mean, he introduced to Knoxville real quick. But Josh, you know why we're here.
Well, before we get to that, I always like to acknowledge our first text of the day. We have great interaction throughout each show, and we always appreciate the interaction. So the first text of the day, like to shout it out. It's already come in from Chris in Knoxville, and he wrote simply, Nate a mint.
Nate a mint, yeah. Keep the focus where it needs to be.
The main thing.
Nate a mint. I think we should give Nate a mint one of these orange dogs.
So I rudely interrupted you, as you were.
You know how you felt when Tennessee lost to Vanderbilt in basketball? How about when Tennessee was up by a couple scores in football, that first quarter, as a Tennessee fan? You remember how you felt? Wasn't a good feeling. Imagine how we feel today. Vanderbilt came to our house, opened the front door. You know it's raining outside, right?
Raining hard.
It's not the prettiest outside. So, you know, the grass is, a little muddy. Vanderbilt walked through the grass, the front yard. Didn't take the sidewalk. Didn't walk around to the driveway. They walked through the grass to get to the front door. Walked in, put their foot on the couch. Didn't even take the shoes off. That's what Vanderbilt did in our place. It's not a good feeling, that's all. It's not a good feeling. Not a good feeling. Now, Tennessee has been victorious over Vanderbilt, especially at home for the last couple of years. It's been a long time since Vanderbilt was able to get a series win or consecutive dubs versus Tennessee. But, man, last night or this weekend could have been better for Tennessee.
It could have been. We viewed this past weekend as a turnaround opportunity.
I like trash talking, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate trash talking in baseball, but I love trash talking. Period. In sports, I think it's a place for. I think it's fun. Football, basketball, it's great. Baseball, you can't even look at somebody wrong without getting in trouble. You say one thing, oh, here come the umps. Here comes the umps. Each side got a warning for talking. That's it for talking. A warning for. There's a guidebook to trash talking. There's a couple different times you trash talk. You can do it before the game, which is very bold. Very bold. Sometimes people frown upon it because you can eat crow. You can eat your words. So typically, the trash talk is at its best when you're winning. That's the perfect time to trash talk. Before the game, before anything has happened, during the game, when you're winning, best time. But the worst time to trash talk, Josh Ward, is when you're losing and when you have lost. Because when you're losing, there's still time to come back. But when you're lost, what are you possibly going to say after taking an L?
If you're trailing and talk trash, you still leave yourself the opportunity, if you come back and win, to say, I told you I was going to do that.
Told you. I told you, punk. Told you. You were celebrating, mean mugging. You thought you had us, but you were wrong. We told you. See, that's great too.
But if the opposition is the victor and they can point to the scoreboard, which says final, that's when you've kind of run into a dead end in the trash talk opportunity.
I don't know what you even say.
You don't say anything.
Well, things were said, and I don't know what was said, because I wouldn't have anything to say if I lost the game. Mm-hmm. Now, yesterday was Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So I try to put myself in some of the Tennessee guys' shoes. What could have possibly been said to make you say anything back after losing the way we lost? Back in the day, saying something about somebody's mother, automatic fight back in the day. And you have to be reminded by your mom, little Timmy, don't get mad at your little friends talking about my mom, talking about your mom. They don't know me. You had to be reminded of that, right? That's the only thing I can think of, Josh, of a reason why you would want to talk trash after losing on your own field against your rival in a 3-game series.
Are you alleging?
I'm trying to figure it out why.
At least asking were the Vanderbilt players.
I want to know what they said.
Telling Tennessee players, you embarrassed your own mother on Mother's Day? Is that what you think was said? I
mean, that's the only thing that makes sense of why one of our players would say anything back. You know, I was on the sideline in that South Carolina game in 2022 when we lost. Mm-hmm. And I had South Carolina fans talking trash to me at the end of the game. You know what I said?
I'm guessing not a thing.
Not a damn thing, Josh. You know why? Because I didn't have anything to say.
Right.
Nothing. As I was coming out the tunnel last year, I had this OU fan. I guess he thought I was playing. Because he was trash talking me. I had a mic in my hand. Bro, I'm not playing. I don't know why you trash talking me, but I had a Tennessee hat on. I had orange on. He didn't care. Obviously, he was drunk. He was trash talking me. And I just looked at him. And I said, I got to represent the Vol Network good here.
Right.
I can't.
No,
I can't.
yeah.
I can't.
No,
I can't say anything
know your
crazy.
position and your affiliation.
But you know what I did do?
What's that?
I looked at him. I shook my head like, okay, I want to say something, but I'm not. I would let him know that I'm acknowledging your trash talk. And when the game is over, I need for you to be in the same area. Because I'm coming back to this area. Because I'm going to find you after the game. Because I knew we were going to win that game. I didn't think it was going to be that close, but I thought we were going to win. I couldn't find him, Josh, after the game.
Out of there?
He was gone. He was out of there. But you know what? He wasn't talking. Because why would you talk after losing like that?
Nothing to say.
Ain't nothing to say. So that's what I want to know about yesterday. Like, I love the extra stuff with baseball. I know people don't like it with our program. They don't think it's right. It's not classy. Whatever. I play football. We did this every play. Every play there was trash talk. So, like, I like it. It's spicy. But one thing you don't really do a lot of is talking after you lost. And I appreciate Andrew Fisher, what he did during the game. But it looks bad when you lose like that, though. And there's talent on this baseball team. I'm not going to sit here and break it down. I'm no Moises Alou when it comes to MLB commentating. I'm not Harold Reynolds, none of them. Alex Rodriguez. I'm not those guys, okay? But one thing I can see when something's off. And when Vanderbilt was smacking home runs, the whole dugout was out celebrating with those guys smacking home runs. And when we smack home runs over the weekend, I didn't see our whole dugout out there celebrating. Something looks off to me. We don't have it. Do we have it and we haven't seen it yet? Possibly. Could we see it later? Possibly. But to this point, this team does not have it. We saw it last year. We saw the clutch gene be revealed. We saw mistakes being made last year. Our team wasn't perfect, but we saw the hitting make up for some of the other deficiencies. We saw the clutch pitching in key moments make up for some of the mistakes. When you're beating yourself and you're talking, it just don't look right. The errors, the stranded men on base, probably need to lock in and focus a little bit more before you start, before you do all that talking.
So there was some talking. There was not as much winning for Tennessee. The Vols have now lost 5 of 6 series. They have one regular season series to go at Arkansas.
Oh, good thing it's against Missouri. Wait, what? Against who?
I'm afraid I'm going to have to show you Arkansas instead. The
Arkansas?
Volunteers will travel to take on a top 10 opponent, but you know what? Good time to go win a series. Create a little momentum heading into the postseason. We'll hear from Tony Vitello, what he had to say. Swain, there is an interesting fan who is doing some talking. I will tell you who that is when we come back. Hold on to Old Faithful here.
Watch out, man. He biting today.
The Orange Dog, spicy this afternoon. We invite you to join us. You can call or text at 865-656-9900. Thank you for being with us as we continue on Josh and Swain.
The Sports Animal app has a special second stream and a link to our latest videos. Download the Sports Animal app.
Homeowners, the last thing you want to be dealing with is a electrical emergency, HVAC emergency, or a plumbing emergency. You don't know what it's going to cost or if it's going to be fixed the right way, or if someone is just trying to sell you something. But when you call Hiller, that's Hiller Plumbing, Cooling, and Electrical, know that the experts are going to solve your problems quickly. The price that you are told is the price that you'll actually pay. No hidden fees, no surprises when you get your bill. They've been in business for over 35 years, family-owned and operated. The techs, professional, experienced, trustworthy, all background and drug screen. And when they're on their way, you'll receive a photo of the tech and a link to track them in real time. No more wasting time waiting around. 100% satisfaction guarantee of happy you'll be, or the service is free, folks. Go to the website to book online. That's happyhealer.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
Hey, Dad. The pharmacy called. Sounds like you still haven't picked up your heart medication. Are you all right?
It's on all of us to know the signs, and essential community services are available to help. Don't let your call go unanswered. Call Adult Protective Services at 1-888-277-8366. 1-888-277-8366. Brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Human Services in this station.
News just in. Bet365.
And see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call TN Redline 1-800-889-9789. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Tennessee. T's and C's apply in app only.
Spring weather is finally here, and now you're ready to get outside and enjoy your lawn. That means it's time to go see the guys at Dickens Supply and get your fertilizer or check out their new zero-turn lawnmowers. With 3 locations in East Tennessee, Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply is the go-to for landscape supplies and equipment. With brands like Toro, Exmark, Ferris, and Wright, we have the equipment you need. See us soon at one of our convenient locations located in Knoxville, Maryville, and Powell, or check us out online at dickensupply.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Consider yourself a bourbon connoisseur? At Twin Peaks, they're proud to offer an exclusive and extensive collection of some incredibly rare bourbons, whiskeys, and tequilas. Check out their barrel selects, hand-picked by their team and bottled just for you. Supplies limited. Stop by Twin Peaks to see what they're pouring. Cheers! Join Junk Be Gone's 20th anniversary celebration. This May, enjoy $20 off a 7-day rental. Do it yourself and take your time. Locally owned and operated, Junk Be Gone has proudly been the #1 junk removal company for the past 2 decades. Give them a buzz today to book a free estimate or call for full service. Just point and they'll do all the heavy lifting. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for the past 20 years.
When there's stuff that you want gone, give a buzz to Junk Be Gone.
Hey folks, it's Jake from Rusty Wallace Ski of Knoxville on Callahan Drive. When you're looking to make your next car purchase, think about these things. Rusty Wallace Kia's fantastic selection. We've got more cars on the ground than we've had in years. Think about the incredible warranty with our exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. And think about the excellent service before, during, and after the sale. You'll get it all when you choose Rusty Wallace Ski of Knoxville, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
Fair, honest sports conversation from 2 guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us as we begin this week. Hope you're off and running here as we're in the afternoon portion of Monday. Monday, best day of the week. Jason Swain.
That's right. Best day of the week.
We're on the Sports Animal YouTube channel. You can stop by and watch there. Thanks for tuning in however you are doing so on 99.1 The Sports Animal, on AM 640 The Sports Monster. You can listen on demand as well. Search Josh and Swain anywhere you get your podcasts, like Apple, Spotify, the WNML app, and you can listen to us on demand anytime thanks to 80 Chevrolet. We'll hear from Tony Vitello coming up about what happened right after the game. Also, his confidence level, remaining optimistic about Tennessee moving forward. Arkansas this weekend, then it's postseason time for the Tennessee baseball team, which is now ranked number 17 in the updated D1 baseball ranking. LSU is the #1 team in the country. Tennessee's upcoming opponent, Arkansas, is number 8. So another top 10. Vandy moves into the top 10 at number 9. Another top 10 opponent coming up, Arkansas ranked 8th in the latest D1 baseball poll. We have a text here, Swain, that says...
You wouldn't let me check it out during the break.
No, because I want authentic response, fresh, immediate response. Not when I read the text, but when I tell you who the text is from. Okay?
All right.
This is in regards to the Tennessee Vanderbilt baseball series. Vandy took 2 of 3, winning games 2 and 3 to take the series. And the text says, Swain, we walked in your trap, took over the trap. Vandy isn't going anywhere. UT baseball is a gimmick. We are the standard. That text is from a gentleman named Tyler, often referred to
Tyler,
and even signed himself in the text box as Roll Tide Tyler.
Oh, Lord. You got to be kidding me.
So Roll Tide Tyler, who is an Alabama football fan, texted in regarding the Tennessee Vanderbilt baseball series and said, Swain, we walked in your trap, took over your trap. Vandy isn't going anywhere. ... We are the standard. Saying UT is a gimmick, but we, so he would include himself with Vanderbilt, we are the standard, is what Roll Tide Tyler says. In this one, he did not sign it Roll Tide Tyler. He did sign a text as recently as May 8th, which was Thursday. He signed it Roll Tide Tyler when football was the discussion.
Tyler, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be embarrassed, Tyler. Like, you probably brushed your teeth this morning looking in the mirror. Tomorrow, you need to
look away,
face backwards, brush your teeth. You shouldn't even be able to look at yourself in the mirror, Tyler. That's embarrassing. You Alabama fan, Tyler. You've said this. You can't be rooting for Vanderbilt baseball and be a Bama football fan. That's not how it works, buddy. Now, let's just say a real Vanderbilt baseball fan said this. I would have no problem with what it said because it's true. I just illustrated what Vanderbilt did. They did come into our trap. They did take over our trap. They came into our house, muddy boots on, muddy shoes on, put their foot on the couch, and said, blank your couch. That's what they did. They did that. 100%. But the gimmick stuff, come on, hold on now, Tyler. Man, that's when you lose me. Gimmicks don't win national championships. They may have a good season. They may have a good little run. Gimmicks don't win national championships. Tennessee has won more games in the last 5 years than any other program in the country. That's not a gimmick. That's recruiting the best players. That's doing the best job developing them. That's being the most clutch. You can't take that away from what Tennessee has done. But this year is off. There's no doubt about it. Just like a couple years ago when Chase Burns was here, that team was off. There was some weird energy on that team, and we found out why. This team has some weird energy. Don't know the entire reason in the story, but the energy is off. Something is not right. I mentioned it last segment. It's like we don't even want to put on the daddy hat in the fur coat. We don't even want to do it. I remember when we couldn't wait to put that thing on. We couldn't wait to put that daddy hat on. We couldn't wait to celebrate with our teammates after someone hits a home run. It feels like it hurts now. It feels like we got to take medicine for the first time, and you hate the taste of it. But it's going to make you feel better. I don't want to take it. Like, it feels forced when our guys celebrate. I look over at the other dugout. Man, they're animated. They chest bumping. They way more excited about their home runs than we are about our home runs and about our runs. And you don't have to be a baseball expert to see that. It's no different than looking on the sideline during a football game. And you see one sideline that's juiced, that's into it. Guys are standing up. You look at the other sideline, guys are on the bench. There's no energy. it shows up on the football field. You can say the same thing about basketball. Like, one thing we can say about Florida basketball, they were good. Man, their bench was annoying. The most annoying bench in the country. But that bench gave those dudes juice on the court. It's why they were able to come back as much as they did during the NCAA tournament. All that stuff is connected together. And our guys, we just don't have the juice. We may have a little jolt here and there. We may have a couple innings. We may have a game. We may have a little stretch here and there. But to put it all together, like, we're not doing that. We're just not. But, Tyler, you ought to brush your teeth tomorrow with your back at the mirror. Don't even look at yourself, because I don't know how you can do it. Bama football fan and a Vandy baseball fan talking about we? We? You talking about we? You ain't on the team. I ain't never seen you call in or text talking about Vanderbilt baseball until today. What are you talking about, Tyler?
Couple of things. We have multiple messages. Replying either wanting to correct you or, as Brian says, Swain, nice of you to consider Alabama fans having teeth to brush in the morning.
That's a good point.
Tyler did reply back after what you had to say, said, different sports, different teams. I like UNC basketball, too. Chip says 12-team Tyler strikes again.
Tyler, you are embarrassing to sports fans. You ought to be ashamed. UNC basketball. Let me guess, you like the Lakers and the Yankees in baseball. And the Cowboys.
I'd be curious.
And the Cowboys in football. Yeah.
So he's, what are we talking about? There are some Vol Hills out there. He's a Tide Camo Hill.
He's just one of them. He's one of those fans. Bama football, Vandy baseball, Lakers in basketball, Yankees in baseball, Cowboys in football. He's one of those fans. I ain't mentioned Vanderbilt baseball one time since we've talked to Tyler.
I believe this is the first Vandy
time.
baseball text we've received. He's a regular texter. We appreciate him listening to the show.
Here's the thing. Tennessee has lost all these series in a row. Tennessee's still 17th in the country and still can go win a national championship. That's how talented Tennessee is. Still. There's teams out there that will cut out their toes and fingers to be in the position that Tennessee's in right now. There are teams right now ranked ahead of Tennessee that will cut their toes and fingers off to have Tony Vitello as their coach and have what we got going on right now in Tennessee. I know you're celebrating because Tennessee's down and we don't play baseball the traditional way, the way that you used to watch baseball. I get it.
They're preying on Tennessee's downfall.
Hey, that's what it seems like. That's cool. That's cool.
We'll continue the conversation. 865-656-9900. Full disclosure, he said Titans, no NBA, no real favorite in the NBA, and then the Rays for some reason in baseball. If you need a basketball team, actually stay away. But the Bulls, it's Happy Flag Day. Jason Swain. Tonight we will find out who is going to draft Cooper Flag. The NBA draft lottery will take place tonight.
This man said we.
I thought you'd like that one. He's Jason Swain. He's a VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver, former Huntsville, Alabama native. We're talking about what happened this past weekend. We'll talk to you. Appreciate all the interaction so far as we continue. Again, you can join us at 865-656-9900 on Josh and Swain.
Hey, Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hempel. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hempel team right here in Powell at 865-512-7542.
Caller 15 right now at 656-WINS gets a shot at 4 tickets to the FedEx St. Jude Championship in Memphis, 2 golf bags, and a $1,000 gift card. Caller 15, 656-9467 from Michelob Ultra and 99.1, The Sports Animal.
Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
For the 20th time in a row, the Tennessee Lady Vols softball team will host an NCAA tournament regional after being announced as the number 7 national seed on Sunday night. Tennessee will welcome Ohio State, North Carolina, and Miami of Ohio to Sherry Parker Lee Stadium for the Knoxville Regional this weekend. Tennessee opens play against Miami Friday afternoon at 1:30. Major League Baseball games tonight just after 6 o'clock. Guardians take on the Brewers at 6:45. Red Sox visit the Tigers. Phillies host the Cardinals at 7:15. Pirates visit the Mets. Braves host the Nationals. Marlins visit the Cubs at 7:40. Just after 8, the Rockies take on the Rangers. Astros host the Royals at 9:45. The Angels visit the Padres. The Yankees take on the Mariners. And the Giants host the Diamondbacks. NBA playoffs tonight. The Knicks look for a 3-1 series lead over the Celtics at Madison Square Garden at 7:30. In the Western Conference, the Warriors host the Timberwolves for Game 4 at 10 o'clock. Timberwolves lead the series 2-1. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Lowe's knows to bring your vision to life, it's important to find the right color. That's why My Lowe's Rewards members get a free paint or exterior stain sample to test your look and find the perfect color to confidently refresh your space. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer valid in-store only, 5/8 through 5/14. Limit 1 per customer while supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See associate for details. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Huge news. Right now at Wendy's, you can get a Son of Baconator for just $3. I don't think you understand this situation. The Son of Baconator is only $3 for a limited time. You know, smoked bacon, rich melted cheese. That Son of Baconator is only $3. Thank you to whoever wished upon that star. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii, not valid on a combo or on third-party delivery platforms.
Nestled in the scenic shadows of the Great Smoky Mountains, Three Ridges Golf Course stands as Knoxville's top public golf destination. Recognized by Golf Digest as one of the best places to play, Three Ridges offers a thrilling challenge for golfers of all ages and skill levels, all without the hefty membership fees. Our pro shop is stocked with top brand golf gear, from balls and shoes to club rentals. Treat yourself to an unforgettable round of golf at Three Ridges. Book your tee time today. Call 865-687-4797 or visit knoxcounty.org.
Wow, these bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, who do you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you, like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? What the heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Need a home loan to buy, build, or remodel the home of your dreams, but not sure what loan option is right for you? Alcoa 10 can help. Their lending team can assist you in finding the solution that best fits your needs. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice. Your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Looking for the ultimate destination for youth fitness and sports? Welcome to Kinetic Athletics, offering programs in baseball, softball, cheer, dance, volleyball, soccer, basketball, and performance training, all designed to elevate your game while prioritizing development and reducing injury. Don't miss exciting new programs like Little Lions for ages 2 to 5, vision training, and physical therapy to keep your kids safe and performing at their best. Call 865-922-0471 or visit knationsports.com. Join Kinetic Athletics and redefining youth sports.
Join the Sports Animal with Josh and Swain Wednesdays. They broadcast live from noon to 3 from the Bed Store on Kingston Pike. The Bed Store has 6 convenient area locations with brands like Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. The right mattress, the right price, guaranteed at the Bed Store.
Hey, Tennessee, what are you looking for in an automobile dealership? How about a no-pressure, friendly staff? A huge selection of pre-owned inventory, which incidentally is why it's been called the intersection of selection for over 20 years. How about one of the largest new car inventories in the entire area? And don't forget, they all come with Rusty Wallace Honda's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. Or maybe it's service after the sale you want. If that's the case, then get to our award-winning service department. Whatever your reason, don't wait. Get to the intersection of selection. Rusty Wallace Honda, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
When you golf in Missouri, the courses are so close, you'll spend more time on the fairway than the freeway. After the back nine, enjoy your world-class dining and distilleries, shops and spas, museums, and more. Find your new golf MO at visitmo.com.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen.
Get big summer flavor in every bite with the new DQ Summer Blizzard Treat menu. Featuring new mixing bowl mashup, fan-voted s'mores, and more. For a limited time, right now at DQ. Happy tastes good. At participating locations.
Humid and not the warmest at 73. Pretty soupy weather thanks to all that rain from the upper low. The weatherman's woe, bringing showers south to north. Maybe even some tiny hail to the north. From that, we'll get a little reprieve later on tonight, but some could see 2 to 3 inches of rain this week. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
Bring a whole new meaning to your backyard barbecue with a new deck. Tennessee Home is your local trusted deck and fencing specialist. Call today for a free, no-pressure design appointment at 865-304-0955 or visit them online, TennesseeHome.us.
The hottest sports stories of the day, broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We're on social media at Josh and Swain. Jason Swain is here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody had a great Mother's Day celebration yesterday, as it's a brand new week. Tennessee baseball weekend could have gone better, as we've mentioned, but you have the Belmont game tomorrow, road series at Arkansas, and then it's postseason time. Lady Vols get their 20th consecutive Knoxville Regional. Not going to be an easy one, by the way, with the draw of that one. Ohio State, North Carolina, Miami, Ohio. But 20 consecutive seasons, Swain, that's outrageous.
Tennessee out here bragging about everything in school.
Lady Vols are every year.
Yeah, but
hosting the regional.
I understand that. But Tennessee out here bragging all the time about being at everything in school. The bracket makers were like, oh, we'll see about that. Gave Tennessee one of the hardest.
Yeah, they said we're going to send everybody.
No, he's right.
But 20 consecutive years is remarkable to
insane,
me.
Man.
With the Lady Vols hosting in the regional. We invite you to join us, 865-656-9900. Several texters who have enjoyed the commentary of Roll Tide Tyler texting in about Vanderbilt winning in baseball. A few texts that can't be repeated on air, but did give us some laughs off air. So we'll continue that conversation. Do you want to shift over to some way too early or post-spring top 25s in football that have come out, or would you prefer to?
Hey, man, I'm down for whatever.
Kick on down the road?
I'm down for whatever, Josh Ward.
So, and by the way, it's May 12th, so there's the rest of this month. There's June, there's July, there's August, before the games are even going to be played. The polls in August will be what they are. Josh Pate put out he did a top 20. Is he being slick? Is our friend Josh Pate over there in Nashville, is he being slick, doing 20 instead of 25 so you can rustle up a few more fan bases?
Yeah, I mean he's being slick, but I mean I feel like
I say that jokingly.
I feel like today I should be helping Joey Aguilar move in.
It is supposed to be moving day. I haven't seen confirmation, but Austin Price over the weekend said that Joey Aguilar told him he'll be in Knoxville today.
Yeah, I feel like we should be helping Joey Aguilar get to Knoxville. We should be having like signs, like the Vol hostess had Lane Kiffin.
I remember.
It's like Corey Miller's football game out in South Carolina. Like I feel like we should have signs. Farragut. As soon as he hits Knoxville, or if he's flying in, Alcoa. As soon as he hits Knoxville, welcome to Knoxville, Joey Aguilar. I feel like we should be doing that. We should be on remote doing that right now, in the rain, under a tent on Alcoa Highway.
We'll be over and around campus tomorrow, so might bump into him. Never know.
You're right.
Josh Pate put out his post-spring 2025 rankings. He has Clemson number 1. A lot of Clemson buzz out there.
Clemson.
Texas, Penn State, Alabama, and LSU his top 5.
Clemson.
The Tigers.
Is it 2025? Is Trevor Lawrence there? T. Higgins there? Trevor Etienne? Clemson Tigers number 1?
He actually did. So he was interactive on social media afterward as well. He was asked, how is Clemson number one? And Josh said because they return their quarterback, offense coordinator, defense coordinator, obviously head coach, have their best wide receiver room in years, and they feature NFL talent at every level of the defense.
All right, well, that's pretty good reasoning.
Yeah, good reasoning. So Clemson, Texas, Penn State, Alabama, LSU, the top five. Elsewhere from the SEC, Florida number 9, Oklahoma number 10, Georgia number 11, Texas A&M number 14, Ole Miss number 16, South Carolina number 18.
Man, there's a lot of
does
momentum.
Not have Tennessee in this top 20.
No Tennessee?
No Tennessee.
Well, I mean, I
number 20 is Texas Tech.
You mispronounced A&M.
Well, they're number 14. Number 15, Illinois. Have Luke Altmaier at quarterback.
I know who the quarterback is, Josh.
Okay.
Texas Tech 20?
Texas Tech 20, the Red Raiders. So that's Josh Pate's top 20. Ari Wasserman put out his top 25. On3's done a great job. They've staggered their top 25. So Andy Staples had his, J.D. Piquel had his, and now Ari has his. He has Tennessee number 24. So outside the top 20, obviously, if you can count up to 24. But Tennessee is number 24, just ahead of Texas A&M, which is number 25. He has Oklahoma number 17, Florida number 11, Georgia number 6. His number 1 team is Penn State. Penn State, Texas, Clemson, Ohio State, LSU. So our latest post-spring rankings, Ari Wasserman at On3 has Tennessee at number 24. Josh Pate has Tennessee unranked with his top 20.
Should Tennessee be ranked in the top 20 or top 25?
Well, I do believe Tennessee has a top 20 roster from a talent standpoint. Now, some of that talent is unproven, most of it on the offensive side, some in the defensive backfield. But I think they should be in that 18 to 25 range.
If Tennessee had a returning quarterback on its roster.
Oh, I had a different opinion when Nico was on the roster. I thought Tennessee should rank higher.
Oh, we didn't need to say his name, Josh.
Okay.
I said a returning
If they had a returning quarterback, especially one who was highly ranked and had started in the offense a year ago, yes, I think they should have been ranked higher.
Yes.
In that hypothetical scenario.
Like where would you have Tennessee if Tennessee had a starting quarterback returning?
Probably in that 12 or 13 to 15 range.
Yeah, I would agree with you. This doesn't really bother me because if there was a team in the SEC that was going through the same things that Tennessee was going through, if it was like Auburn or LSU, Florida, Missouri, and they lost their quarterback, talented quarterback that was making his second season or going into the second season as a starter, and then he leaves and they still had him ranked 15 or in between 10 and 15, I would have a problem with that. I would protest that. Tennessee is ranked where they should be ranked right now. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of unknowns. To be optimistic as possible, you can look at Josh Heupel and go, hey, man, he's always good with quarterbacks. So, hey, he'll at least take Joey Aguilar or take this quarterback situation, and they'll still be pretty good on offense. I mean, that's being really optimistic. But the fact is you're taking a quarterback in May, and you're expecting him to lead a room of freshmen without any hiccups, with the running back room being the way it is, the offense being the way it is as far as personnel. Like, they should not be ranked inside the top 20. We just shouldn't be. And I think it's totally fair. I have no problem with it.
So Josh Pate agrees. He has Tennessee outside his top 20. Ari Wasserman agrees. He does have Tennessee ranked number 24 in his post-spring top 25. We'll continue the conversation. More football, more Tennessee baseball out of the weekend. Basketball to talk about today. And we'll talk to you, 865-656-9900, to join us on Josh and Swain.
Everything is more expensive than before, except for the sports animal, always free on the air and on the stream. 99.1, the sports animal.
99.1 The Sports Animal has the chance for you and 3 friends to see the FedEx St. Jude Invitational in Memphis in person. It's the Michelob Ultra Golf Better Than a Birdie Getaway, and your chance to register is here. Listen for the cue to call in and get registered. The grand prize will be given away Thursday, May 15th. It's an awesome prize package with 4 passes to the FedEx St. Jude Championship in Memphis August 9th and 10th, 2 new golf bags, and $1,000 to cover expenses. It's all from Michelob Ultra at 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Our new Maribel location is now open and serving the best wings on the planet. Come see us today at 1904 West Broadway in Maryville at the all-new Big Kahuna Wings. And change your taste buds forever.
Honey, we need a new roof.
Go to moshingles.com and get a quote in 60 seconds.
Are they any good?
Yeah, they're a top-rated roofing company in East Tennessee and A+ rated with the BBB.
Free instant quotes at moshingles.com.
Windrock Tales from the Trail.
There I was, looking up at this seemingly insurmountable path forward. As I hopped out of the side-by-side to assess the challenge at Trail 16 post, my heart raced as I looked for the proper line to take on this double black diamond beast of a trail. A voice in the back of my head whispered, "Let's send it."
Windrock Park has over 300 miles of trails for you to experience ultimate adrenaline. Head to windrockpark.com to plan your adventure today.
Hey Vol fans, Matt Hall with McLean's Painting in Knoxville. It's time for our annual Painting with a Purpose charity event. Nominate a local nonprofit that could use a fresh coat of paint at mcleanspainting.com or click the What's Happening tab on this station's website. Do you know of a church-related organization or a 501c3 in need of some TLC? Nominate them now. A huge thanks to our sponsors, Sherwin-Williams, Sgt. Pepperonis, Jim McMichael Signs, Joe Shirt, and Cumulus Media. McLean's Painting, grateful to give back to our community.
Is your dripping faucet driving you crazy? Is your toilet running a marathon after every flush? Then call the local plumbing experts at Pipe Wrench Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today. We offer same-day service guaranteed for all your plumbing repair needs. And we've been voted best plumbing company in Knoxville 7 years in a row. All plumbing systems and fixtures eventually deteriorate over time, leading to a host of problems. And with changing seasons, you may be experiencing plumbing issues, such as leaking pipes, water heater failure, clogged drains or toilets, and even sewer line backups. If you need immediate plumbing repair services, including emergencies or after-hours assistance, the expert plumbers at Pipe Wrench can help. No matter what the problem is, call us to schedule an appointment for a complete assessment so we can identify the issue, provide the best long-term solution, and quickly fix your plumbing, drain, or sewer system. We also offer free on-site estimates on replacements, plus free second opinions on repairs. Call Pipe Wrench at 865-264-8090 or book online at pipewrench.com to schedule your appointment today.
Big savings right now on all floor covering at Frazier's Carpet One. Hello, Knoxville. This is Mitchell Parton with Frazier's Carpet One, and for a very limited time, Frazier's is having a massive blowout sale on all in-stock flooring. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl tile and plank, ceramic, area rugs, and more, Frazier's has hundreds of thousands of square feet of all flooring in stock. And right now, if it's in stock, it's on sale, up to 50% off. As a fourth-generation, family-owned business, you don't stay in business for 65 years if you don't offer value. Plus, no money down and free financing for an entire year. Just give us a call at 546-4850, and we'll come to you with free in-home estimates and free in-home shopping.
Looking for the sweetest deals in town? Look no further than 991thesportsanimal.com. Sweet deals are your chance to experience some of the finest restaurants and attractions East Tennessee has to offer, and these sweet deals are half off. So whether you're looking for pizza and sandwiches for lunch or a relaxing dinner with family and friends, Sweet Deals has it all. Visit 991thesportsanimal.com today and treat yourself to the sweetest deals in town. Sweet Deals, because everyone deserves a sweet deal.
I'm Michael Jenkins, here to help you beat the books for the BetMGM Network. We're taking the Padres on the run line tonight at home against the Angels. You say Kikuchi on the mound for L.A., but it's Michael King on the mound for San Diego. He has been a buzzsaw this year, not allowing more than 2 runs in any of his last 5 starts. We think his role continues tonight. With that kind of pitching backing and an angry lineup for the Padres, you have to take them on the run line. I'm Michael Jenkins from the BetMGM Network. Bet smarter and beat the books and download the BetMGM app today. Please gamble responsibly.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/score. That's ethos.com/score.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. You can join us at 865-656-9900. Got an LSU in the top 5. Really? A lot of buzz out there with LSU, and we mentioned some top 25.
Got a quarterback. They got a lot of dudes returning. They were one of the most aggressive teams in the portal. They got a lot of talent. They got a good coach. So, preseason poll, they deserve to be right there at 5.
Yeah, we're talking about some of the latest post-spring top 25s. There are a lot of them. As you would expect this time of year. Spring has wrapped up for college teams, so an update with rosters changing a little bit as well. Josh Pate ranked Clemson number 1 overall. He had Clemson at number 1, LSU at number 5. They will play each other to open up this season. And Ari Washington.
LSU losing that one. They can't win a game to start the season. Remember Brian Kelly last year? He's beating the table.
Pounding the table.
Golly, man. So, Clemson up 1-0.
Man, talk about momentum for Dabo if they win that game.
Yeah, big time.
And Ari also had LSU number 5. Clemson number 3.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with LSU being there in top 5. I think anytime you have a quarterback with experience, with NFL talent, a good coach, and a lot of other talent that's coming back around that quarterback, you got to put that team in the top 10. You have to, especially if they're in the SEC.
Big opening games in the SEC non-conference. So LSU plays at Clemson.
I'm sorry, but SEC is on my bad list right now.
Your brothers?
No, the conference as a whole.
Okay. Tennessee's in the SEC, right?
No. I'm talking about the softball decision.
Oh. You got an issue there?
We're gonna postpone the game, just not even play it, and say co-conference champions between Texas A&M and Oklahoma in softball. That's what we're doing.
It's done.
They couldn't have played the next day. Would that have happened with baseball or any other sport? I'm sorry, Josh. That was on my heart. Nothing to do with football rankings. My bad.
Here's how the statement from Commissioner Greg Sankey read. Due to inclement weather now and predicted for the rest of the day, today's championship game will not be played. Both Oklahoma and Texas A&M are declared co-champions for the 2025 SEC softball tournament. Congratulations to the Sooners and the Aggies, and best of luck to both teams in the postseason.
What are we doing? What are we doing? You know we played a football season with COVID. You know we waited it out. I'm just gonna wait. We had Jerry Pruitt wearing a gator over his head. Looked like he playing peekaboo with his players to play football. But we canceling a championship game because of some weather? and we know that the weather's going to move and be better in the amount of hours, just like it was for the Tennessee Vanderbilt game, where it was fine in 2 hours. This is a championship game. We couldn't play it the next day. Like, wow, man, that's something to me. That is something.
So congratulations are in order.
Yeah, to both teams.
For both Oklahoma and Texas A&M.
Golly, man.
We appreciate you being with us. We have 2 hours to go. Join us at 865-656-9900 here on Josh and Swain.
Wedby Insurance is Knoxville's premier auto owners insurance agency. Since 1972, the staff at Wedby has made it a point to provide personalized, prompt, and professional service. Whether you need personal or commercial coverage, Wedby Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance can provide you with a coverage that fits your needs and your budget. For your home, your life, your car, or your business, Wedby Insurance will be there for your family. Contact them at wedbyinsurance.com. That's WHEDBEE insurance.com.
Low T Center has been changing patients' lives for over 15 years, fellas. And if you are feeling the lack of energy because of low testosterone levels, Low T Center can help you fix that. It starts with the free medical consultation and a free T-test. Best thing about it, with on-site lab, the process to test your results, very, very, very easy. If you qualify, you can start treatment that day. Location right there in West Knoxville and Turkey Creek. Low T also gives you the power to take control of your health with white glove medical care in the center or professionally monitored custom dosing from home treatments, meaning you can treat yourself in the convenience of your home. The weight loss promotion is awesome as well. Low T Center has you covered there. When you start, you'll receive a free B12 shot on the same day. Most major insurances are accepted, so you have no excuse. Offer is limited, so go right now to fixmylowt.com to book your appointment online. That's fixmylowt.com. You'll be glad that you did. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
This has been a paid announcement.
Join Junk Be Gone's 20th anniversary celebration. This May, enjoy $20 off a 7-day rental. Do it yourself and take your time. Locally owned and operated, Junk Be Gone has proudly been the #1 junk removal company for the past 2 decades. Give them a buzz today to book a free estimate or call for full service. Just point and they'll do all the heavy lifting. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for the past 20 years.
When there's stuff that you have gone, give a buzz to Junk Be Gone.
Windrock Tales from the Trail.
There I was, looking up at this seemingly insurmountable path forward. As I hopped out of the side-by-side to assess the challenge at Trail 16 post, my heart raced as I looked for the proper line to take on this double black diamond beast of a trail. A voice in the back of my head whispered, "Let's send it."
Windrock Park has over 300 miles of trails for you to experience ultimate adrenaline. Head to windrockpark.com to plan your adventure today.
Some people swear that cold showers have health benefits. This is fine. But most everyone else dreads running out of hot water. If you're sick of cold showers and your water smells funny or looks brown, then it's time to call the plumbing experts at Pipe Wrench Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling for water heater services. Voted best plumbing company in Knoxville 7 years in a row. Whether you need emergency water heater repairs, replacements, or maintenance for traditional tank style or tankless water heaters, our certified technicians will restore your hot water in no time. If you need a new water heater, Pipe Wrench also offers free on-site estimates for replacements and free second opinions on repairs. And if budgets are tight, we offer 0% financing with approved credit. And if you sign up for our Peace of Mind maintenance plan, you get an annual water heater flush, plus a full plumbing system inspection, sewer line video camera inspection, biannual HVAC system check, and much more for as low as $20.25 a month. Call Pipe Wrench at 865-264-8090 or book online at pipewrench.com to schedule your appointment today.
Spring weather is finally here, and now you're ready to get outside and enjoy your lawn. That means it's time to go see the guys at Dickens Supply and get your fertilizer or check out their new zero-turn lawnmowers. With 3 locations in East Tennessee, Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply is the go-to for landscape supplies and equipment. With brands like Toro, Exmark, Ferris, and Wright, we have the equipment you need. See us soon at one of our convenient locations located in Knoxville, Maryville, and Powell, or check us out online at DickensSupply.com.
From the Budweiser Studios, this is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville. Streaming worldwide on 99.1 thesportsanimal.com and on the Sports Animal app. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Maggie Gray with a Sports Minute. Bill Belichick was in Portland, Maine this weekend, not for football, but to watch his girlfriend Jordan Hudson compete in the Miss Maine pageant. She finished third, but the headlines around the relationship are anything but a bronze medal story. Belichick's family is reportedly concerned, and honestly, who isn't? At 73, the question isn't just whether he can still coach, it's whether anything he does on the field can make us forget the mess off of it. I'm Maggie Gray.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Straight Talk, we are all about no-brainers. Calling Grandma for her recipe, no-brainer. Streaming one more episode at 2 a.m., big no-brainer. Getting real unlimited data where you buy bananas, the ultimate no-brainer. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 5/19/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-sourcing line activation on qualifying plan. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com/terms. Copyright 2025 Verizon.
Welcome into hour number 2 of Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. 1 hour down, 2 to go. 865-656-9900 if you would like to be a part of the show. Jay believes that you jinxed the SEC softball tournament because on Friday's show, you were talking about back in the day in college football had co-champions. You spoke it into existence for the SEC softball tournament.
I guess so, man.
Chip says we're making up rules as we go now.
Co-champions.
Anita called in off air and suggested Uno as the name for the orange dog here in the studio. The optimistic orange dog. So Uno, add it to the list of considerations.
Should I draw 4 or draw 2?
Uno's a heck of a game. When you hit that reversal,
man, you feel
then
good.
You go double reverse, back and forth.
When you drop that draw 4 on somebody, on their head, it really makes you want to talk trash.
That's when you bring out the trash talk.
Yeah, it's like dunking on somebody or mossing someone in football or hitting a grand slam, dropping an Uno 4 card. You want to know, people, how it feels? Like, how does it feel to catch a touchdown inside the stadium? That's how it feels.
You ever hit that draw 4?
That draw 4. It feels just like that.
Yeah, what games bring out the biggest trash talk? Uno's probably a good one.
Spades, number 1.
Spades, okay.
Number 1 game.
What about Battleship? You knock out a couple of ships.
What? Battleships? Oh, my gosh.
Hit Mario Kart. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah, Mario Kart.
Joel says Mario Kart.
Yeah, hit him with that red turtle shell. Woo!
Get him spinning?
Yeah, man. Yep.
Yep. It's like a crossover. You're heading back down the court. Wear your ankles.
Yeah.
I know of some households where Settlers of Catan is banned because there was a little bit too much trash talk going on amongst family members.
I can believe that. You don't think Grant Williams was talking trash during Settlers of Catan on the bus there with the fellow Vols?
Well, no, because Admiral always refused to play it with him, so probably not.
There you go.
I had no idea about that game until Grant Williams was here and was talking about that. That's not something I grew up with. Spades, Uno, oh yeah, all day long.
I was a big Rook player back in the day.
Okay, all right. But that's how it feels, folks. That's how it feels. You get fans, man, I'll give anything to run through the power tee. Man, how does it feel? Throwing down a draw 4. Similar. Similar.
Yeah, well, I've done that. So you and me, Swain, our athletic prowess, very similar, very comparable.
That's not what I'm saying.
Some would say.
Okay.
865-656-9900. We've had this suggestion, so add a check mark to it. Jag, the dog, short for Joey Aguilar.
You know Joey Aguilar is 0 for 0?
I do.
He hasn't completed a screen pass yet. I'm not calling him Joey Football. I'm not naming him after anything. You know that there were lays inside of retail stores in Knoxville because of Nico?
Yeah. Yep. I've got some friends. They had purchased one not long before.
Where are they now?
That's a good question. Need to find out. But not long before the exit.
Well, I'm glad we didn't see a video of somebody burning it. That would have been embarrassing. We already embarrassed ourselves enough.
D says, don't forget Domino's. You slap that 5 on the table, everything lifts up. That's a good one.
Yeah, break the table on them.
That's a good one. Super Smash Brothers. No doubt.
Oh, you mean you rolling dice? People. I've seen Ashley Larry get really intense during some dice games. So, yeah, 100%. So dice is one of those games as well.
865-656-9900 is the phone number if you would like to join us.
But I like Uno. Uno's a good one.
Yeah, Anita.
I just like the orange doll. I just like the orange doll.
We've stuck with that.
I think it flows.
You are the number one, right?
Yeah.
The University of Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee's number one in your heart, right?
Yep. And
multiple sports have been ranked number one.
Yep, and I have a 5-star heart too. Yeah, 100%.
So that's a good suggestion. Uno. We were talking about post-spring rankings. Hunter's not wrong with this. Hunter in Seymour says, much like the AP poll rankings, preseason rankings don't matter. Post-spring rankings don't matter. All that matters is what the playoff committee thinks of Tennessee. No doubt, you got to go win the games. You got to put together a record good enough to be selected. Mm-hmm. This is as much for conversation as anything. It's a gauge. It tells you an idea of where teams are. But one thing we know about the rankings is they will be wrong. Florida State was a popular playoff pick a year ago, and they had one of the worst seasons we'll ever see.
Ever.
Pound for pound, it's up there as a season you could call the worst ever, from what they were considered to what they ended up doing.
I blame Blake Burke for that football season.
Mm-hmm. He broke Florida State.
He broke Florida State 100%. Yeah, 100%. I'm not talking trash here when I say this, okay? Because the last thing I would do is talk trash, considering the result that we saw. But, Texas A&M was ranked number 1 in the country in baseball in the preseason, and then they fell out of the top 25.
Yeah, that's right.
I reiterate, I'm not talking trash about Texas A&M.
Yeah, A&M's 10-17 in the SEC.
They did lose to Missouri.
Yeah. 2-1 in Knoxville, but
they lost 2 games to Missouri. Missouri didn't win. They haven't won 1 game in the SEC all year until Texas A&M this past weekend. I'm not talking trash, though, about A&M. I'm just saying. I'm just stating the facts here. No trash talking from me. But I agree. The rankings at the end by the committee, that's the rankings that matter. That should matter. But that's not true, though.
I thought so. So Missouri swept.
They swept Texas A&M?
Yeah, they won all 3.
I still can't talk trash, can I?
That's the thing, you can't.
I just can't. Dang.
But
what?
Tennessee did beat them for the national championship.
It's last year, Josh.
It is last year.
That was last year's team. Tennessee would not get swept by Missouri.
What happened there, by the way? So I saw what happened on Friday. They put together a big top of the ninth to win the game. It was 4-1 and 10-1. What happened, A&M?
I don't know, man. I guess they didn't have their yell leaders doing a bonfire the night before the game.
Yeah, to be clear, Missouri was 0-24 in the SEC going in.
Oh, I know. They were terrible.
Did they switch players? Do like if you're playing Little League or basketball a lot of time, you don't have enough players, so you send some players over to the other side?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I can tell you what happened. A&M said, man, they terrible.
Yeah.
We're cruising. We don't have to play our best game. Like, that's probably one of the biggest upsets in this conference, in any sport we've seen in a while. 0-24, Josh. Like, I know Vanderbilt beat Alabama in football this past year, but we saw Vanderbilt from the beginning of the season. They were not the same Vanderbilt. They were not embarrassing Vanderbilt. Usually they are embarrassing. They look terrible. They're pretty good, and they beat Alabama. That was a big upset, but Missouri, 0-24.
Yeah, they were 2 weekends away from risking a winless season in the SEC. Now 3-24, a little momentum.
That's what you want to call it. Rankings matter.
David asked this: if we knew Joey Aguilar would play like Diego Pavia, then what's your over-under for the season?
You know Diego can't throw right.
He's not an elite passer.
That's a nice way of saying it. Even though I don't think my way was mean.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna need,
it wasn't nice, but no.
I'm going to need Joey to throw a little bit better than Diego.
I mean, my answer would be I'd keep the over-under where it is, 8.5. Because if he's going to play like Diego Pavia, it doesn't really change my opinion right now on Georgia. I don't think it really changes my opinion on playing at Florida or Alabama. Then the Oklahoma game is a real deal.
What I need from Joey is not like the on-the-field play that reminds you of Diego. It's the leadership and the energy that Diego brought to that Vanderbilt program. Like the whole program changed under Diego Pavia. The belief, the confidence, that program rallied around him, and you could see the difference. That's what I need Joey Aguilar to be for this program. And I know Vanderbilt's program really didn't have a reason to be confident, so you could tell the difference. Tennessee coming off a playoff berth, so the confidence should be high already. But we should be able to notice a change in leadership from that position because it hasn't been where it needed to be the last couple of 2 years or so. It just hasn't.
Another text, let's say Aguilar wins us a national championship. Does he take T's place as second favorite QB to come through Tennessee?
No.
Well, first of all, I think favorite is up for many different opinions.
Yeah,
you have a lot of quarterbacks over time that are favorites. So,
yeah, I mean, people still have Peyton Manning as their favorite, and T won the championship as the quarterback.
Right.
You have some people that have Condrits as their favorite based on seeing him play when they were a kid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the best doesn't always equal the favorite, or the most successful doesn't always equal the favorite for a person.
Can I say something, and please don't accuse me of being too negative here? I don't think you're going to have to worry about that question.
Josh. You could at least cover the Orange Dog's ears before you said that.
Earmuffs.
Yeah, man.
The Orange Dog /Uno/Jack.
Who? Jack.
Jag, short for Joey Aguilar. It's move-in day.
We're not naming the dog after a player. They ain't done anything yet.
Okay.
That's not how it works. Unless you want to name him Native Mint.
He's coming. He's coming. 865-656-9900. We'll come back. Thanks for hanging out with us on this Monday afternoon on Josh and Swain.
They say the best things in life are free. Streaming 99.1, The Sports Animal proves it. Always on, always free.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Wilson Brothers Plumbing. Got some rain today. We've had some rain the last week. I think more rain is coming. If anything happens, if you spring a leak, if you run into any kind of plumbing issue, get in touch with Wilson Brothers Plumbing. They have a great team. They are proud. Ricky Wilson is proud of the team, the people that he has in place there to make sure customers are taken care of every single day. Taking care of customers is priority number one. They strive for clear communication, punctuality, and attention to detail with every interaction at Wilson Brothers Plumbing. I know that's the case because Wilson Brothers Plumbing has worked at my home. They were great with the communication. We had, on one of the occasions, we had an underground leak issue. They were able to identify what the issue was, provide a solution. They did the work. They did great work, and they communicated with us throughout the process until everything was done. They'll do that for you. If you need to call a professional for help, call Wilson Brothers Plumbing at 865-415-1537 or visit wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. That's wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. Wilson Brothers, the proof is in the plumbing.
This has been a paid announcement.
Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialist. For 20 years, Native Design has transformed outdoor spaces into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, and memories are made. Picture the pool of your dreams, a place to relax, entertain, and make any season unforgettable. Paired with excellent, durable hardscapes like custom decking and stonework, Native Design turns ordinary yards into exceptional escapes. Call 865-310-3256 or visit nativetn.com.
That pitch is tattooed down the left field line and goes. Say goodbye. That is a grand slam.
Tennessee baseball is off to a hot start. It's must-see action with the defending national champions with exciting home runs and epic strikeouts. It's the best baseball environment in the SEC. Make plans to catch a game at Lindsey Nelson Stadium this season. Limited tickets remain for midweek and weekend matchups. Don't wait. Get yours today at allvols.com.
Looking for the ultimate destination for youth fitness and sports? Welcome to Kinetic Athletics, offering programs in baseball, softball, cheer, dance, volleyball, soccer, basketball, and performance training, all designed to elevate your game while prioritizing development and reducing injury. Don't miss exciting new programs like Little Lions for ages 2 to 5, vision training, and physical therapy to keep your kids safe and performing at their best. Call 865-922-0471 or visit knationsports.com. Join Kinetic Athletics and redefining youth sports.
Stanley spent his life in the saddle, wrangling whatever life threw at him, but nothing prepared him for the fight against ED. Shame practically hunched him over. Online pills just gave him a headache. He begged for a lifeline.
Well, maybe it's over.
Men's Pro Knoxville said no. Medical conditions, old age, there's hope. This is about real treatments. Science, not one-size-fits-all guesswork. Men's Pro Knoxville was designed for men who hate going to the doctor. Personalized plans, cutting-edge treatments, overseen by an actual medical provider that takes the time to listen. With AD and performance treatments others only dream about, we fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Because every second you wait, your condition could worsen. Act now. Don't let time slip away. Dial 865-544-8220 or go to menspronknoxville.com. Your consultation includes blood work with results before you leave. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Join the Sports Animal with Josh and Swain Wednesday as they broadcast live from noon to 3 from the Bed Store on Kingston Pike. The Bed Store has 6 convenient area locations with brands like Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. The right mattress, the right price, guaranteed at the Bed Store.
Our new Maryville location is now open and serving the best wings on the planet. Come see us today at 1904 West Broadway in Maryville at the all-new Big Kahuna Wings. It changed your taste buds forever.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Grass is going to be growing there, Jason Swain.
Everything's growing with this rain. We needed it, though.
Yeah.
I wish it would have came a day sooner. I wouldn't have these allergies the way I have them right now. Got me sounding all weird. I sound like Kermit the Frog right now.
You look good.
Oh, thanks, man.
At the Tennessee represented, rocking the volunteer hoodie.
Well, I put all the winter stuff up except for a few items, but today was appropriate because of the weather. You know what they say, Josh? April showers bring May flowers.
We just extended those showers a little bit. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Chase texted in, Jason is my favorite receiver of all time. I'll take my $5 now. I think you got a Cash App, Chase, there. Let's see. How about Reggie for the dog's name? Could be after Reggie Cobb or Reggie White, either way.
Could be. Both are great. Legends.
That's right. The orange dog is represented here in the Josh and Swain studio.
That's right.
We've discussed the Tennessee baseball weekend. Could have gone better. Tennessee took game one. Liam Doyle continues to be a beast.
Yeah, best pitcher in the country. We said that game one was a must-win because of the uncertainty with the production from that position. Saturday, we saw Marcus Phillips do a good job against LSU. It was not his best Saturday this past weekend, and Tony Vitello basically called him out. I like it. You told to do something, you don't do it. You got to be held accountable. So, Tony has gone to bat for his players. I mean, like even now, like he's trying to continue just to be positive. I mean, he has changed things up with the lineup. He believes in guys. It's a rut, but at the same time, we've seen other programs go into a rut and then get hot at the right time. So you're still holding out hope for that. And you don't want to crap on everybody all the time. When you tell them how bad they are, they're going to start believing you. So you got to be really careful about the criticism. And so it's a fine line. And, hopefully Tony is doing it in a way that's going to light a fire under his players and get them to correct those mistakes and come back and try to be better this upcoming series.
Even after Game 3 went final yesterday, there was still a little fire burning. There was a little dust up after Vanderbilt secured the winning game.
You should have dusted it up during the game. So it could win.
Now, Tony Vitello was asked about it yesterday in the post-game press conference that he held, visit with the media. This is what Tony Vitello said about what happened where Tennessee's players came out from the dugout after there was an exchange, kind of began with Hunter Inslee and Vanderbilt's players, and then Tennessee players followed or out there, but Tony Vitello after the game. Here's Tony Vitello on the dust-up.
Yeah, it's overrated. I mean, their guys are looking into our dugout, as they high-five, but it was a feisty day all along, so are you going to blame them? And then, Hunter Inslee's – that's Hunter Inslee's field out there. So I think he was I don't know who was the first one to say – I don't want to say that. But, if you're on their side, you yell, poor loser. And if you're on our side, you yell, don't do that on our field or you're a poor winner. So that's blown out of proportion. If anything, people that were watching for the first part and then I don't know if the second part was televised, saw a super regional type game or a playoff type atmosphere on the field, and they made more plays than we did.
Tony Vitello, and he said that several times. He gave credit to Vanderbilt. They made more plays. They were the better team out there during the weekend, and that is true. I kind of look at it as, hey, if you don't win and it's final, then it's you head on out of there. And I don't know what was said. I didn't see anything over the top from Vanderbilt. Obviously, Hunter took issue with something. That's apparent. But I also agree, it's not the end of the world. No punches were thrown. Like if it escalated further and there's a suspension that comes out of action that's taken, then you run into a problem. But words being exchanged, and then you go your separate ways. It's not as big of a deal. Maybe not the best look because everybody knows who won and who lost, and the loser is rarely going to look like the side that's on the right side. But you move on, you get ready for Arkansas this weekend. That was Tony Vitello, though, after the game.
Listening to Tony's comments, you know what I thought about? The Michigan-Ohio State game, football.
That had crossed my mind as well.
Like mentioning that it's Hunter Ensley's field, was there like a Vandy flag that was planted or something?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what did Vandy's players do to the field? Did they use their cleats and dig in on the Tennessee logo on the mound or something like that?
Not that I saw or am aware of.
You know, like on the back of trucks, there's the graphic of a little kid peeing on the logo or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Did they pretend like they were doing that? They lift their leg up and do that to the Tennessee logo? I mean, in that case, I'm on Hunter Ensley's side.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get it. I understand it. But, something set him off. And it couldn't have been – it can't be just words because you lost. Like, you lost. You have to eat those words. If they're just words. But, again, if we're, planting a flag or doing something else to disrespect the Power T, I understand stepping up and doing something and saying something. I get that.
Hunter is a fiery guy, too. I think we know that quite well.
I appreciate how he played this weekend. Man, he gave it all that he had. He always does. I mean, laying his body on the line, defensively running into walls.
Yeah, you want to talk about giving your all for Tennessee when he's out there in the outfield? He does it every time.
He does it, man. Give me 10 more of those Hunter Ensleys, and I can win a lot of games. Give me a couple of those on the football team, on a basketball team, on any team. He's from Tennessee, understands what it means to wear that Power T. He gives us all every single time. That's what it means. You know, we saw that from Zakai Ziegler, but Zakai's from New York. But when you have one of your own doing it, it's from this state. It just means something different. It's the conversation we had with Andy Kelly a couple weeks ago.
Yep, for sure. Did you see Tennessee with a little trailer or tease for Bet On Me, the 60-minute Zakai Ziegler special that will premiere Sunday, May 18th. So that's coming up this Sunday.
I'm ready for that.
This Sunday, 7 o'clock, Tennessee Athletics YouTube channel. We knew that something was being put together, so they will release that this upcoming Sunday, 7 p.m. on the Tennessee Athletics YouTube channel. 60-minute special on Zakai Ziegler.
On the calendar, booked, locked in, not missing that. But yeah, Hunter Ensley, man. If you're talking about Vitello, you have your captain's back. But it's another weekend where Tennessee is being highlighted for extracurricular activities, and this is the same conversation that was going on 3 years ago, right? 122. But the difference is that team was out there winning. You know my favorite play is from that 22 season when Connor Pavoloni touched the plate like that, index finger, the pettiest score ever.
Was
I
that
loved it.
Luke Lipschitz? Did he do that?
It was Luke. It was Luke.
Yeah.
My bad. It was Luke. Yeah, that's right. I get them mixed up. Yeah, it was Luke.
Mm-hmm.
Luke did it. That's my favorite play of the season.
That was quite a Swain move right there.
I love that. But that team could do it because they're winning. They're backing it up. So some of the talk about Tennessee baseball, it gets validated because you're not backing up with wins. So we got to get back to getting the win, and Arkansas is licking their chops. Ooh, those Arkansas fans.
We looked at the beginning of the season and said, "Oh boy, final 2 weekends are Vandy and Arkansas." A little bit of history with Tennessee baseball under Tony Vitello against those two programs. And here it is.
Oh, yeah.
Dustin texted in and said, a Vandy pitcher yelled at the Tennessee dugout, "This is our bleeping field." Then it escalated. I mean, again, they just won.
I mean, we had a player hit a home run and yell at him.
Yeah.
And then they won.
Yeah.
And so he was getting his get back. So.
I'm not saying like it. Hunter Ensley shouldn't like it.
No.
Yeah. But nothing came of it.
Baseball players, y'all something else, man. Y'all are something else. Baseball is something else. You can't even trash talk, or you'll be ejected. The coach can't have a problem with the officiating. Can't even ask a question about it, or he'll be ejected. Yeah. I love me some Tennessee baseball. I love watching it. I watch it every weekend. Every time they're on, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm watching on my phone over the weekend. I'm at a restaurant. I'm out and about. I don't leave because I want to watch Tennessee baseball. I'm locked in now. But some of these unwritten rules, they kill me. They kill me. Rain delay, so they switched over to the LSU-Arkansas game. Jay Johnson, he gets rung up because I don't even know what he did. I'm like, what did he do? He told the ump that he flinched. Oh, boy.
If you were an ump, you'd be tossing people left and right.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be talking back to him. Tell him, shut up and get your back to the dugout. I'm running the show here. That's what I would say. I would give it back to him. Haven't you seen those referees in basketball? They give it back to them every once in a while. To the players. Stop complaining. You soft. Make the play. That's what I would say as an official.
That's true. What would happen is if you're behind the plate, we'd have so many delays because Swain just keep lifting the mask off to go get into it with the coach. You wouldn't eject him, so you can keep talking trash back.
I wouldn't eject a coach or a player over something small like that. Like, this ain't detention. You can say something. You can have an issue with a call that's made. It's human nature. You're being competitive.
Mm-hmm.
That's just weird to me. I don't see how Tony Vitello can even handle being a baseball coach. He's too fiery.
Very fiery.
He should be a football coach.
What bothers you more? A quick hook, wearing up, throw somebody out too quickly, or co-champs for the SEC softball tournament?
Oh, co-champs.
Okay. 865-656-9900 for you to join us. 90 minutes to go as we continue on Josh and Swain.
Join 99.1 The Sports Animal, the University of Tennessee, and the Folds of Honor, May 18th and 19th at Tennessee National Golf Resort for the Folds of Honor Tee-Off event and Golf Invitational. Proceeds support UT students whose parents were killed or disabled during their military service or as a first responder. Sunday's event features a concert by platinum recording artist Jared Neiman, followed by a golf scramble the next day. Visit foh.org/Falls of Honor for info.
Johnson, our CFO needs some info for the IPO ASAP.
No problem, boss. Just search the web. Cumulus Digital has helped our SEO big time.
Speak English, Johnson.
Search engine optimization.
SEO, huh? That's A-OK.
CumulusDigital.com. Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
For the 20th time in a row, the Tennessee Lady Vols softball team will host an NCAA tournament regional after being announced as the number 7 national seed on Sunday night. Tennessee will welcome Ohio State, North Carolina, and Miami of Ohio to Sherry Parker Lee Stadium for the Knoxville Regional this weekend. Tennessee opens play against Miami Friday afternoon at 1:30. Major League Baseball games tonight just after 6 o'clock. Guardians take on the Brewers at 6:45. Red Sox visit the Tigers. Phillies host the Cardinals at 7:15. Pirates visit the Mets. Braves host the Nationals. Marlins visit the Cubs at 7:40. Just after 8, the Rockies take on the Rangers. Astros host the Royals at 9:45. The Angels visit the Padres. The Yankees take on the Mariners. And the Giants host the Diamondbacks. NBA playoffs tonight. The Knicks look for a 3-1 series lead over the Celtics at Madison Square Garden at 7:30. In the Western Conference, the Warriors host the Timberwolves for Game 4 at 10 o'clock. Timberwolves lead the series 2-1. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Ted Russell Ford and the incredible incentives they have for you right now. Right now at Ted Russell Ford, you can take advantage of employee pricing. You pay what we pay at Ted Russell Ford with great options in the Ford F-150 lineup of trucks. They're different trucks like the Ford Ranger, the Ford Maverick, their lineup of SUVs, including the Edge, the Explorer. If you need a large family SUV, if you are getting ready for summer travel in the upcoming weeks, check out the Ford Expedition. Wonderful option. at Ted Russell Ford, with a ton of options available because they have locations on Parkside Drive and Kingston Pike. They are your super dealer right here in Knoxville with low interest rates to take advantage of. Right now, you can shop online at tedrussellford.net. See the many different options they have. They have 0% financing available for 72 months on the 24 Mach-E. Learn about their electric vehicles like the Ford F-150 Lightning, which has 0% for 72 months as well on the 24 Ford F-150. Stop by Parkside Drive, Kingston Pike, or go online to tedrussellford.net.
This has been a paid announcement.
Imagine a windowed sunroom, fully adjustable, that's a screen room too. Diversified Enclosures and Screen can make that happen. Your screened room, porch, or patio is just a click away. Friendly free estimates at sunandscreen.com.
At the YMCA of East Tennessee, your membership comes with so much more than just access to the gym. Group classes like yoga, body pump, Zumba, Pilates, Ultimate Fit, and water aerobics are all included. Need childcare while you work out? No problem. Whether you're an elite athlete training for the Knoxville Marathon or stepping into the gym for the very first time, yes, we'll even help you turn on the treadmill. You'll find all the support you need at the Y. 5 locations in Knoxville, unlimited possibilities. Join the Y today at ymcaknoxville.org, the YMCA of East Tennessee, for a better us.
At Ingles, we know the ever-present struggle of, what am I going to make for dinner this week? That's why we started the Ingles table. It's all waiting for you at ingles-markets.com. Ingles. Low prices. Love the savings.
Big savings right now on all floor covering at Frazier's Carpet One. Hello, Knoxville. This is Mitchell Parton with Frazier's Carpet One, and for a very limited time, Frazier's is having a massive blowout sale on all in-stock flooring. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl tile and plank, ceramic, area rugs, and more, Frazier's has hundreds of thousands of square feet of all flooring in stock. And right now, if it's in stock, it's on sale, up to 50% off. As a fourth-generation, family-owned business, you don't stay in business for 65 years if you don't offer value. Plus no money down and free financing for an entire year. Just give us a call at 546-4850 and we'll come to you with free in-home estimates and free in-home shopping.
Hey Vol fans, it's Dr. Lewis Reaper with Tennessee Foot and Ankle, and our team is all Vol. We know the pains that come from kicking the TV after a tough loss and the agony that follows until the next win. For any Vol pain that you experience, let us help heal you from the ankles down. Located in Sevierville, Madisonville, and Lenoir City, we'll make it worth the drive knowing you're being treated by true Vol fans who know true Vol pains. Call today at VOL 986-2700 and let's get your Vol pain gone before more settle in this next game day. Tennessee Foot and Ankle.
Hi, I'm David Brewster, owner of Aguilar Water Systems. The next time you're hauling heavy bottles of water, think, why am I doing this? With an award-winning Connecticut water system from Aguilar, I could make my own clean, fresh water. Better than bottled. Give us a call at 865-694-1725 or find us on the web at aquaclearws.com.
Aquaclear, we'll change your water. It'll change your life.
This report is sponsored by Primatene Mist.
During an asthma attack, every second feels like an eternity. Primatene Mist works fast. It's clinically shown to open airways quickly, providing quick relief of mild symptoms of intermittent asthma. Get the #1 FDA-approved over-the-counter asthma inhaler. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again.
Are you sick of the rain? Well, at least we had that sunshine for most of the weekend. Showers going south to north, meaning that the heaviest rain is actually going to be in the rain shadow of North Carolina. But more rain later Monday. Early Tuesday, get some fog, and then more showers later on in the day. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
Honey, we need a new roof.
Go to moshingles.com and get a quote in 60 seconds.
Are they any good?
Yeah, they're a top-rated roofing company in East Tennessee and A+ rated with BBB.
Free instant quotes at moshingles.com.
Never miss a second of sports. Download the updated Sports Animal app right now. Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you if you are streaming with us. If you are watching in the Sports Animal YouTube channel, you can stop by and subscribe there, as we're also with you each day on 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster in the Tri-Cities area. It is Joey Aguilar to Knoxville Day. He is supposed to be moving to Knoxville today. Jason Swain.
Sorry, Joey. I know you're probably used to palm trees and clear, sunny skies.
Yeah, we couldn't do a little better for him today?
Apparently not.
It rains sometimes in SoCal.
It does, but it's raining all week this week.
A little different here, but that's okay. John and we got John Poe in the YouTube chat with us, who we always appreciate. Another John I'm reading here says, I'm excited for Joey Aguilar. I hope this situation that Joey finds himself in motivates him into working hard. I'm sure he is coming in highly motivated to prove he should be a starter because UCLA determined he's not, at least compared to the guy they're bringing in. We know the Nico comparisons will be there. Here's a chance to start in the SEC at Tennessee, which went to the playoff last year. May or may not be a preseason top 25 team, but if they beat Syracuse, they'll be in the top 25, either after that or after they beat ETSU the next week. So it's a big opportunity, which we've covered in Knoxville. So I'm sure motivation is pretty easy for Joey coming in.
Yeah, man. He should feel extremely blessed. I mean, the hard work that he's put in to put himself in a position to be at UCLA. And if he's not there, he doesn't get a chance to be where he is right now, and that is being in Knoxville, having an opportunity to have the entire fan base rally behind you because of what happened with Nico. And on top of that, he's probably going to get paid a whole lot more than what he's going to be paid at UCLA and be able to walk away with more than what he's going to walk away from at UCLA. He has a defense where he doesn't have to make every single throw and make every single play like he probably felt like he had to do at App State, which led to some of those turnovers that he had, some of those interceptions. So he gets a chance to work with a coach that's been a part of great offenses, one that played it at the highest of levels. And, again, like the fan base is going to back this dude, man. They're going to rally behind him. They're going to love him. It's going to be a sight to see. And hopefully he's able to take advantage of the moment and the opportunity that he has right here in front of him.
While also we'll offer the reminder it's a quarterback competition. He's not being handed the job. You can't do that to the team. Say, hey, Joey Aguilar is the guy. Jake Merklinger, you're number 2. George McIntyre, you're number 3. This new teammate of yours, he is number 1, day 1.
No, you can't do that. But understand he was brought here for a reason.
I would call Joey the favorite.
And that's all you need to know. Like, he was brought here for a reason. He is the favorite. And like I said, if you are Merklinger, you should feel like you have the advantage. Like, you know the offense, you know the players, you've played with these guys before, you've been here. So you should win the job if you're Merklinger. But Joey's experience, in his eyes, should give him the nod, should give him the advantage.
Joey has a slight, I recognize the term, but compared to his teammates, slight financial advantage. He will be the highest paid quarterback, at least going in. But not by a tremendous margin.
No, you had to make it close. I mean, I think if you're taking a quarterback that was a starter at a Power 4 school, conference or a Power 4 school, even though nothing about their football program said power, reminded you of power. They just was a school that played in a Power 4 conference. But you're taking a starter from UCLA. He's coming here. He should be the highest paid quarterback on the roster, but by not much. You give Merklinger an opportunity that if he wins the job, then he should be the highest paid quarterback on the roster. I would love to get to the point where you're not having to pay guys a lot of money because you have other things to offer that is probably more valuable. Like, I can't wait to get to that point. But that's going to come with more winning, more developing, more guys getting to the NFL. We're seeing that with Georgia right now. But for this quarterback room, it's best for these guys to have a couple $100,000 coming in between them. And it's not a significant difference because no one has earned that at Tennessee just yet.
We'll continue the conversation. There's also an interesting conversation on that, divvying up the money. Not just with football, but across sports. We'll talk about that coming up. We'll talk to you. Call or text at 865-656-9900. Jason Swain is here as a VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward. This is Josh and Swain.
Are you needing to buy an engagement ring and you have no idea how to even get started? Take a deep breath. She's going to say yes, but also let's get her the perfect ring at TK Wheeler Jewelers. TK Wheeler Jewelers is located on South Illinois Avenue in Oak Ridge. He's right there next to the Outback Steakhouse, and he is there to help soothe all of your worries and make sure you walk out of there with the perfect diamond for your someone special. And their selection is incredible. Diamond eternity bands, beautiful diamond solitaires in all different cuts. And how about those diamond halo engagement rings where the halo of diamonds around that center stone really makes it pop? And if you have a little bit of Goldilocks syndrome and you can't find exactly what you're looking for, sit down with TK himself and come up with a one-of-a-kind custom engagement ring. I'm telling you, it's more affordable than you think, and it's a one-of-a-kind. When you're shopping for your someone special, shop at TK Wheeler Jewelers.
This has been a paid announcement.
For years now, Big Kahuna Wings has been serving the best wings, burgers, and wraps in Farragut and West Knoxville. Sadly, our friends in beautiful Maryville have had to drive to Knoxville to taste the wings that changed it all. Well, not anymore. Our new Maryville location is now open. It's serving the best wings on the planet. Come see us today at 1904 West Broadway in Maryville at the all-new Big Kahuna Wings. And change your taste buds forever.
Stanley spent his life in the saddle, wrangling whatever life threw at him, but nothing prepared him for the fight against ED. Shane practically hunched him over. Online pills just gave him a headache. He begged for a lifeline.
Well, maybe it's over.
Men's Pro Knoxville said no. Medical conditions, old age, there's hope. This is about real treatments, science, not one-size-fits-all guesswork. Men's Pro Knoxville was designed for men who hate going to the doctor. Personalized plans, cutting-edge treatments, overseen by an actual medical provider that takes the time to listen. With AD and performance treatments others only dream about, we fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Because every second you wait, your condition could worsen. Act now. Don't let time slip away. Dial 865-544-8220 or go to menspronknoxville.com. Your consultation includes blood work with results before you leave. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
I never thought building a custom home would be this easy. When Red Door Homes built our house last year, they made the process simple. We picked from their 30-plus floor plans, customized it how we wanted, and they built it right on our land. The construction time was quick, and their 10-year warranty gave us total confidence. If you're thinking about building a home, do what we did. Go to reddoorhomestn.com and visit their showroom right off Paper Mill in Kingston Pike. You won't regret it.
Red Door Homes, home building as it should be.
Looking for your dream boat? Visit American Boat Center on Cogdill Road, Knoxville's premier boat dealership. Family owned for over 30 years, we carry top brands like Barletta, Sea Ray, Nautique, Chris Craft, and Sportsman Boats. Whether you're into luxury cruising or thrilling water sports, we've got the perfect boat for you. Come see why we're Knoxville's favorite boat dealership, American Boat Center, where your boating adventure begins.
Mahogany's at the Crown Plaza in downtown Knoxville is your quick, convenient, and quality weekday lunch option, featuring a 40-item soup and salad bar to an extensive hot bar with everything you could ask for. Choose from a wide range of a la carte menu items, from soups, salads, sandwiches, wings, quesadillas, burgers, pizzas, and so much more. Mahogany's has options for appetites big and small. If you're tired of the same old lunch, get to Mahogany's at the Crown Plaza in downtown Knoxville, and your afternoons will thank you.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Final segment of hour number 2. We'll be here until 3 o'clock this afternoon. You can always go back and listen anywhere you get your podcast. Search Josh and Swain. Would love for you to subscribe. You can listen to us on demand thanks to Beatty Chevrolet. Swain, I think this is in the good problem to have category. Tell me if I'm categorizing correctly. But Adam Sparks has a story today at knoxnews.com writing about the upcoming revenue share in college athletics pending this House settlement deal, which surely this week they can make the necessary steps to get this thing wrapped up because it is approaching July 1st. But the problem, I put in quotes, that Tennessee will have to address is how do you divvy up the revenue that will be shared among all these sports, because all of these sports are good. His point being that you have some schools that are in a position where some schools are behind and they may just have to deal with it. They'll have a little less money to spend because, hey, football's got to spend what it's going to. Men's basketball might be in good shape, so baseball takes a hit. Or maybe you have a powerhouse baseball program, and the men's basketball program is not – like LSU's an interesting conversation there, right? They care about baseball greatly. Basketball's behind. But Tennessee's in a position where what sport are you saying, hey, you need to take a little bit less because they're all competing for championships? They're all in play in their respective sports. So he also provides some potential solutions. That is real NIL opportunities outside the revenue share that will be paid by the school. But it is something to consider that all of the sports are good. There is no one sport you would say, well, that one's not doing as great. They'll just have to take a little less and figure it out from there.
Yeah, that's something to watch here. I mean, because football is the revenue driver, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't not spend money in football because you have to show that you're trying to be competitive. You have your baseball program that won a national championship. People have already shown you that they care about Tennessee baseball because there was a certain number. We looked at the budget of what it was going to cost to renovate, and then that number had to be adjusted because of the interest. And you went out, won a championship. You got the program that Pat Summitt built. You can't let that go to waste. You can't waste her legacy. You already went out and brought in Kim Caldwell. And we see recruiting taking a jump because the approach to NIL, I think, has increased. The budget for NIL, I think, has increased. Like, somebody has to get the short end of the stick. I mean, at every school, it has to be that way. And so what's going to happen in Tennessee when everybody's winning and everyone has been a priority so far? Or, hey, maybe someone doesn't get the short end of the stick. Maybe everyone feels like they're a priority. But it's going to be a unique challenge for sure. And I'm curious to see how it's going to play out.
Got to find the right marketing opportunities. And there have been some for athletes for sure. So for your obviously marketable athletes, that's going to have to continue. And this applies to different schools. Again, what we're talking about is that Tennessee is in a position where all the sports across the board are in good shape. Lady Vols basketball is trying to rise back up.
And they're trending.
Yes.
They're trending in the right direction with a lot of momentum. Like, you don't want to.
They're not taking a back seat, for sure.
Absolutely not. You got Pat Summitt statue.
Mm-hmm.
Most of your.
And if anything, you're going to have to increase.
Yeah, like most of your banners inside that arena is because of Pat Summitt. So you're not coming up short with the basketball program. And then, Rick Barnes, he's knocking on the door of the Final Four. Mm-hmm. He's bringing in top-notch recruits. You see what he just did this past recruiting cycle when he got a little bit more money to roll with. He brought in a player that picked Tennessee over Duke, and Nate Ament. Nate Ament, baby! So, and then Heupel and his staff, they need more money than other staffs. They need more money than Georgia. They need more money than Ohio State. Because those programs can sell something that's maybe more valuable than money, like winning championships and going to the league. And so knowing that, like, how do you approach that? How do you handle it?
But good problems to have.
It's a good problem to have.
Yep, but something to consider for sure. It's already being considered.
You can't ignore it.
Nope.
It's a good problem to have.
We'll continue the conversation. 865-656-9900 for you to join us. 1 hour to go right here on Josh and Swain.
Searching for an inside look at the people, stories, and passion that fuel the state of soccer in America? The United States Soccer Federation will be launching the all-new U.S. Soccer Podcast. Episodes will go beyond the field with players, coaches, and legends to bring you honest conversations and untold stories. This is where soccer will come to life. The U.S. Soccer Podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platforms.
If you're thinking about getting new countertops, call the pros at Smoky Mountain Tops. Take the luxury of quartz countertops outside with Caesar Stone's new outdoor collection. Caesar Stone Quartz is stain-resistant, easy to clean, and highly durable. Whether it's Lindsey Nelson Stadium or your residential projects, Smoky Mountain Tops would love the opportunity to earn your business. Quality, service, dedication. SmokyMountainTops.com. That's SmokyMountainTops.com. Proud supporters of the Tennessee Vols.
Let's see, landscapers I can afford. All right, searching affordable landscapers near me. Here we go.
Right here, sir. How can we help?
It's the same ones I saw last time.
Sir, we're right here and reasonably priced. Why is he not seeing us?
It looks like the ugly yard stays.
Sir, can you not see us?
Nope, he can't see you because you're buried deep in the list of local landscapers. You're invisible online. Introducing Cumulus Boost. Get a boost. Get found. Get on the map. Learn more at cumulusboost.com.
Lunch was great. Market Square is such a fun spot.
Can we stop at a bathroom?
Are you all right?
I keep having stomach issues after eating, like diarrhea, gas and bloating, abdominal pain, and sometimes oily stools.
Sound familiar? Those stomach issues may actually be a pancreas issue called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Creon pancrelipase may help manage EPI. Creon is a prescription medicine used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. Call 800-633-9110 or visit creoninfo.com to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
I'm asking my doctor about EPI and if Creon could help.
Hey, folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan and Vitello Drive. It's worth $5,500 toward the purchase of any new in-stock Nissan. That's right. Drive any old trade-in onto our lot, and you'll receive not up to, but guaranteed $5,500. Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike. Recall marketing campaign, one trade-in per vehicle, all rebates included, and NMAC financing.
Johnson, I've been hearing about this internet thing. Anything to it?
Yeah, boss. We had Cumulus Digital design and run our website.
Will an internet help our sales?
Already has. Plus, Cumulus Digital helps us rank high on search engines.
Whoa, one thing at a time, Johnson.
CumulusDigital.com.
For years now, Big Kahuna Wings has been serving the best wings, burgers, and wraps in Farragut and West Knoxville. Sadly, our friends in beautiful Maryville have had to drive to Knoxville to taste the wings that changed it all. Well, not anymore. Our new Maryville location is now open and serving the best wings on the planet. Come see us today at 1904 West Broadway in Maryville at the all-new Big Kahuna Wings and change your taste buds forever.
Golf season is in full swing, and the Bear Trace at Cumberland Mountain is the perfect place to play. This award-winning Jack Nicklaus signature golf course is within beautiful Cumberland Mountain State Park in Crossville, the golf capital of Tennessee, and is part of the Tennessee State Park's Tennessee Golf Trail. I'm excited to let you know the renovations have been completed, and the course looks incredible. Call today for your tee time, 931-707-1640, or book online at tnstateparks.com/golf. The Bear Trace at Cumberland Mountain State Park. Remember, it's more fun to play in the park.
From the Budweiser Studios, this is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Brentsville. Touchdown. Streaming worldwide at 991thesportsanimal.com and on the Sports Animal app. Yes! We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Perloff with a Sports Minute. The Indiana Pacers have a right to demand more respect. They made the Eastern Conference Finals last season, but they still entered this year's postseason under the radar. Last night, they sent a message by absolutely destroying the number 1 seeded Cavs. They took a 3-1 series lead. They have the talent and depth, and they're well coached. In a postseason when the favorites haven't looked dominant, it's time to talk about the Pacers as real contenders to go all the way. I'm Andrew Perloff.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know to check you have your phone first, before the cab pulls away.
Hey, thanks, man. Oh, no, wait, my phone! Come back! It's my boarding pass, credit cards, phone numbers, my life! Come back!
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is hour number 3 of Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. Hope you're having a great start to the week. Jason Swain is here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward, 865-656-9900. If you would like to join us, a lot of storylines out there in sports that we can get to. The Bill Belichick saga, whatever you want to call it, continues. Pablo Torre has not backed down from his reporting last week that Belichick's girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, had been banned from the facilities, saying that he thinks there's a real chance that Belichick doesn't even coach this season. So we'll see what happens next at North Carolina. All I know is this story's not gone away.
Exciting, man. Exciting. I did not think Bill Belichick would be the new Lane Kiffin of college football. Like, Lane Kiffin's watching Bill Belichick saying,
Pablo Torre said, quote, "I think there's a chance, an absolutely real chance, that he doesn't make it to week 1 with North Carolina. The reason I say that is because even before the Jordan Hudson thing became as public, even before it went from messy backstage to now obviously messy everywhere, the date that matters most is June 1st. That's the date in which the buyout in Belichick's contract, as this story notes, curiously drops from $10 million to $1 million. That would make the breakup, if they decide to go that route, much more viable."
Wow. Come on, Belichick. You can't let no young woman tarnish your legacy, man. You can't let this tarnish your legacy. Please, Bill. Get it together, man.
So we'll see what happens. Assuming he does get to the start of the season, I'll maintain people will be interested to see how it plays out.
No, 100%. I know I will be.
Yeah, add me to the list. I'm interested.
Bill Belichick is this year's version of Prime Sanders, Coach Prime in Colorado. I mean, Colorado for the last 2 years, they've gotten the most attention. Some of it has been over the top. And this year it's going to be North Carolina and Bill Belichick. So, I mean, I don't know how you feel if you are a player's parent. Like, the person you signed up to play for was the coach you saw with the New England Patriots. That is not the coach that you're getting right now. It's just weird.
Swain, go ahead and bookmark the roster just in case something were to happen and Bill were to decide to go somewhere else because.
Are you telling me to go look at the roster right now?
I said bookmark it because I believe
I gotta go to it to bookmark it.
If if a head coach leaves, I believe that triggers a 30-day transfer window.
I gotta go to the page to bookmark it, Josh.
You do have to go there to bookmark it.
That's how it works.
You do. So, just
let me see who they got at.
Just keep it in mind.
I mean, I'm just going to randomly pick the position that I think might benefit from.
Be a pass-catching position maybe of interest.
I don't think they updated much of the roster because there's only 4 receivers on the entire roster right now.
That can't be right.
Yeah.
That can't be right. Okay, well, maybe refresh and then bookmark sometime soon. So we have that story going on in college football. We've had newly released post-spring top 25s or top 20 in Josh Pate's case. He has 8 teams from the SEC in his top 20 that he put out earlier today. His number 1 team is Clemson. His highest-ranked SEC team is Texas at number 2. He also has Alabama at number 4 and LSU number 5. So 3 SEC teams in the top 5, which I think is more than most of the post-spring rankings that we've seen. Josh also ranks Florida number 9 and Oklahoma number 10, so he's high on the Sooners. He has Georgia number 11. Josh Pate did not put Tennessee in his top 20. Ari Wasserman put out a top 25 for On 3, and he has Tennessee number 24.
I thought Pate loved the Vols, man.
Yeah, what happened?
Does Pate know what state he lives in? Nah, I'm kidding. Pate's not wrong for having Tennessee outside the top 20 or anybody having them outside the top 25. I mean, they may be wrong, but when you look at the situation of the quarterback, it makes sense. It's Tennessee's job to prove those guys wrong. It's not their job to put us in there when they don't know how good the quarterback position is going to be. Like, no one can sit here and go, yeah, I just know the quarterback position is going to be better than last year. No one knows that. We all hope that. We all wish that. We can point out reasons why we think it could be better, but no one knows. We do know that the defensive line is going to be good. We know that.
Yeah, there should be continued trust in the defense, right?
Yeah. But we don't know about the quarterback position, so it's fair for anyone else to not know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not that the defense doesn't have questions. Jermon McCoy coming back from his ACL injury is a question. Now, the potential there is that he's an All-American at cornerback, but he does have to come back from the injury. And linebacker has young talent. Let's see if it develops. What kind of steps are taken there? Can Arion Carter take a step forward as he's coming back from off-season surgery as well?
Yeah.
But viewed as a leader, which is really important in that position on defense. And then the secondary is going to have some young players out there. Adding Colton Hood helps secure some of the depth that was lost through transfers. Yeah, he played at Colorado this past year, so that was, I think, a nice pickup a couple of weeks ago to add him into the mix. Boo Carter, a year older, he'll be better. So, again, a lot of really good potential with some questions included on defense. The offense has a ton of potential with questions everywhere. Every position group has potential with a big question mark next to it.
Yeah, Jordan Ross is who I'm really intrigued by. We saw the high school basketball highlights, so we know he's a freak.
Freak athlete.
Even some of the times he rushed the punter on punt block and didn't get there, I was like, he's different. Like, he reminds me a lot of James Pierce's athleticism at that size, but he seems even more explosive and maybe a little bit more powerful at his age. Year 2 for him is going to be really intriguing. Like, how much can he jump? Like, we saw a flash from Joshua Joseph's his first year, and then something he admitted, kind of, he didn't do what he needed to do his sophomore year season and faded away. And then this past season, boom, he comes back, and now he's one of Tennessee's best defensive players for the upcoming season. Hopefully Jordan Ross can have that splashy second year. Even though he didn't play a lot his first year, he still was practicing, still was inside the program. I want to see him have that splashy second year.
You have Josephs. You have Caleb Herring.
Mm-hmm.
If Ross can emerge and be a guy that helps in the replacement of James Pierce. See the Falcons, I guess, tweet they put out?
They signed him.
Earthquake from Knoxville, you say. James Pierce. They're very excited about him down there. How about Knoxville? Shaking things up this past weekend.
Josh, what are you doing? Shaking things up?
Earthquake joke?
Yeah, I was sitting in my office, and I felt the ground shaking. I saw the TV shaking.
Mm-hmm.
My dog was like, "Yo, what is going on?" Like my dog came downstairs and stood in the doorway and just looked at me, and I was like, "That was an earthquake." It was weird.
Yeah, the pet reaction I think is the biggest story out of that, of how pets reacted.
Yeah, because they're intuitive. They know. That's why it's good to have a pet. So they usually know. Okay, something sounds different outside. They're barking. They kind of let you know what's going on. Same thing here with this earthquake. It was different.
It's a real deal. What did we hit? 4.1.
It was real deal, man. It was real deal. That was a 4.1. Imagine something that's double than that. Imagine the people that live in California that deal with this stuff, more frequently. I'll be freaking out. The ground you're standing on is not stable. It's one thing to stand on a table or stand on. Remember they did the crate challenge a couple of years ago, and folks was walking up the stair steps of crates and falling on their head. It's one thing to stand on some crates. The ground, Josh, itself.
Yeah, it's moving.
It's moving.
Not supposed to.
It ain't supposed to be moving, Josh. It's moving. That's freaky.
Could it have been Joey Chestnut's belly? Was it rumbling? He was ready to get going with the Ultimate Baloney Showdown?
Yeah, it was.
He told us Friday he was in prep mode.
Oh, I thought it was afterwards.
Well, afterwards, it's a different kind of problem.
I thought that was afterwards.
You're talking about shaking up. 15 pounds of bologna.
Josh, almost closer than 16 pounds than 15 pounds.
Yep. In 8 minutes.
In 8 minutes.
I've been to a few big sporting events. I don't know if I've been to one that compares.
It was just different, right?
It was different. But it was electric. It was a great show.
Did anybody cheer for the other contestants? Is what I want to know.
Joey got a chant during it. I don't know if but
nobody else got a chant.
There was a little momentum that was starting to build in the final 2 minutes or so, and I think the spectators were cheering on the others as well. But Joey is he is a crowd favorite for good reason.
One of the funniest things about the contest is while Joey over there is smashing 15 pounds of bologna, I started looking at a different contestant who was just eating it because it was good. She was eating slow. She was like, this is tasty. She was taking her time. She was savoring it. Every little moment, every little bite. Ma'am, that's not the objective of the contest. You're supposed to be trying to win eating as much as possible. That's how good smoked bologna was.
It was very good. Yep. Elm Hill was on site. Dead End was set up there.
Get you some?
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah. They did for the samples, they did the pretzel sticks to hold. That's a good move instead of the toothpick. I like that.
After the competition, I went straight to Dead End Barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Chris Lowe got a bologna sandwich. I like to get mine with the bun. It's a little softer, and then it brings out the onions. I like to put the pickles on there, so I get the crunch from the pickles and the onions.
Oh, yeah.
But the bread is soft, and the bologna is smoked and thick. That's what I like to do. That's my go-to. So that's what I did after the competition. I only ate one sandwich, I think. So not 15 like Joey.
Yeah, how long would it take you How much time would you need to catch up to Joey? Like a month? Could you
15 pounds?
do one a day? Could you do one a day every day straight?
I probably could do it in a day.
Because for my oldest, I said, hey, you want a bologna sandwich tomorrow? And he said, yes. I said, you want one Tuesday? He's like, well, why don't we just start out with tomorrow?
Yeah. I could probably do what Joey did in a day, but I won't be here tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be on remote.
Yeah, I want to make sure I was correct. So James Webb finished second, and then Nick Wary was third. They were great.
I think they were like
11.333 pounds for Webby, and then Wary was at 10.6 pounds.
See, last year James Webb was out in front. He was first place.
Yeah, James Webb. Jay Webby on Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm looking.
Yeah, but like last year,
Chestnut was 15.75 to be exact.
So last year, Chestnut had to come back because Webb had a 2-pound advantage over him. So it was a sight to see for sure.
Yep, and then George Shea on site as well.
No,
he is a showman. He's great.
He's worth the price of admission.
Yep.
Yeah.
So well done, Dead End Barbecue, Elm Hill Bologna, and everybody involved with the Major League Eating Contest that it was the ultimate bologna showdown this past Saturday. Joey Chestnut, 15.75 pounds, new world record. Your champ once again. We'll close out the segment with this. Anthony asking, what do cows do during earthquakes? What do cows do during earthquakes?
They move.
It's actually pretty good, but no. They make milkshakes.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
865-656-9900 to join us as we continue the conversation on Josh and Swain.
Hey, baseball fans, we've teamed up with our friends at Dickens Turf and Landscape to hook you up with a commemorative, one-of-a-kind special edition Tennessee Vols 2024 National Championship Baseball signed by head coach.
Select plans. Straight Talk. Real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and StraightTalk.com. Offer valid through 5/19/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store single line activation on qualifying plan. For network management practices, visit StraightTalk.com/terms. Copyright 2025 Verizon.
During National Military
Are you all right? I keep having stomach issues after eating, like diarrhea, gas and bloating, abdominal pain, and sometimes oily stools.